10th, day 4, 5:30 a.m. Well, I found the file I was missing. This file has shed some light on how Glendale came to make a connection between Fletcher and the GoatMan. It has to do with his wife, Jennifer. In this file, there is only one thing in it, a newspaper article that tells about Fletcher's wife becoming deathly ill of an incurable disease about the same time of the ARC article telling about the destruction of the labs and Fletcher's disappearance. This would seem to tie into the urban legend about a doctor that created the GoatMan from an experiment where he was trying to find a cure for his ill wife. The thing I am discovering is there seems to be a little truth in most legends. Inside the cover of the file, written in Glendale's handwriting, is, "Legend is what is told when the truth is too dangerous to reveal." What I get out of this is that Glendale thinks he has made a solid connection to Fletcher and the GoatMan. Could it be that Fletcher did not disappear, but wanted the government to think he did, so he could focus on curing his wife? It seems to all be speculation at this point, but I would say that Glendale was onto something. I think it is time to go and do some outside research for myself. Glendale's files are just a bit too cryptic for me to make solid conclusions about Fletcher at this point. So, I'm heading over to the ARC library here in Beltsville, on the south side of campus of the USDA, just to see what I might turn up about this formula that Fletcher created. Considering the vaccine is possibly still used today, there must be something about it that can give me a little more insight into what Fletcher did to create it. It just might lead me to some proof that Fletcher is the doctor referred to in this GoatMan legend. April 10th, day 4, 8:30 a.m. Well, here I am. I'm at the ARC library, and it was pretty easy to find what I was looking for. I did a search in the library's index for Formula 333, and I've located the records for it. Most of the information is scientific mumbo-jumbo, but the interesting thing is that there is no mention of any Dr. Fletcher, which the article describes as being the one who created the vaccine in the first place. Instead, a Dr. Lotsford is credited with creating it. Lotsford. Could this be the same Lotsford from the files? No, it doesn't seem to be, because the first name of this Lotsford is Nathan. I wonder if this Lotsford person is related to the other Lotsford mentioned in the Glendale's files. I mean, Stephen's mother was a Lotsford, and Jennifer was cousins with William Lotsford, who was Stephen's best man in his wedding, not to mention his best friend. This is all starting to sound like some sort of soap opera. And the name Lotsford just keeps appearing everywhere I turn. The question I have to ask myself now is, why was Dr. Fletcher credited with creating the vaccine in a newspaper article, but not in the actual medical journals at the ARC? And then the creditation was given to Dr. Lotsford instead. Sounds like more proof of a cover-up. But why? Or does it even matter? Guess it could have something to do with Fletcher not being listed in the employee records and his disappearance. It seems like someone has made damn sure that Fletcher has been wiped off the face of the earth, or at least the face of the ARC. But, they didn't do a good job, as Glendale was able to find out about him. Another thing I found very interesting, even though I don't understand much about the scientific journals, there is one thing that seems to tie all this together. The number, 333. It seems that the secret to the formula was a combination of DNA specimens from 333 goats. Not sure why, but that's what it says in the journals. So 333 is significant. Glendale, you crazy fool, you are starting to seem less crazy with every piece of evidence I uncover. Well, even though this is not all the proof I need to determine that Fletcher is the doctor talked about in the legend of the GoatMan, but it works for now. I got what I came for, and I am taking it with me. I'm sure they have other copies of this journal around here somewhere, and right now, I need it more than they do. I'm heading back to the storage unit where I'm discovered by the agency. There is sure to be eyes everywhere at this point looking for any sign of me. I'm actually taking a risk venturing out in the morning, but wanted to get to the library as early as possible so I could get what I came for and get back to the storage unit to continue my research. I just know I'm getting close. I'm so glad Glendale upgraded the unit to include AC. 36-427.